Oh my God, what happened? You know what? I was just trucking on. I didn't even notice that I had like an unstable connection. So I just went and saw the rest of my part one stream, and I think I stopped around beach gold or something. And I was just sitting here mixing all these, thinking that the camera was rolling. But okay, let me just start over. Um, I'm doing a study on the paint stones from Beam Paint because it's not in my budget to pay out $560 for their full collection palette. But I do have a $33 Mi Liang watercolor set here. And I want to test to the ringer the claim about if you have some colors, you can mix any color in the world. So I'm thinking, okay, if that's true, then let me just take this inexpensive palette and see if I can replicate most colors of Beam Paint. And of course, it's stupid to think like this because Beam Paint probably got a whole lot of different pigments than this set here is built on. But if I can get close, I think it's good enough for me. And so far, I am really positively astonished about how close I can get to the colors. I'm looking at the Beam website where there is an image of the color swatch out, and I can actually hit so many of them already that I think I'm just going to continue. So, what I did was that I started from an end, and then I started to number my palette here, calling it color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to color number 52. So in my notes, my combinations for strawberry red would be pan number 52, number 42. So it's gonna be like bingo this stream here, where I'm gonna call out numbers from this palette from 1 to 52. Yeah, it totally cut me off. Hi, Amber. So I'm just gonna recap in case you did not see the first stream. Strawberry red is pan number 42. Wild cherry is pan number 33. Turtle belly is pan number 33 plus pan number 10. Wild salmon is pan number 42 plus 51. Did we get gold in there? Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Fireweed is pan number 33 plus pan number 52. Beach rose is pan number 34 plus 1. Wild rose, pan number 30 plus 1. Beach sand, pan number 34 plus pan 52. Mars violet is a burgundy and it's really difficult to mix, so you have to make several tries by using pan number 43, pan number 12, and pan number 26. And you have to push it back and forward to get your burgundy color. Bread is pan number 42 plus pan number 7 plus pan number 5. And here I learned that my ochre needs pan number 5 to be brightened up. So Beam Paints are obviously working with a very light tinted ochre compared to the ochre in the Mi Liang set. Cup brown is pan number 48 plus pan number 45. This one here. Red clay is very sheer. So I took pan number 48 plus pan number 1. Wet grizzly is pan number 48 plus pan number 45 plus pan number 51. And burnt sienna is pan number 44. Harvest wheat is pan number 7 plus pan number 5. So that's how far I got. And if you look at this color chart right here and you got the beam paints at home, you have to admit that I am pretty close to most of the colors. Um, I mean, I'm just I'm impressed that it actually is possible what they say that you can kind of MacGyver your way to any color in the world apparently. The next color from Beam Paint is called Morning Peach, and it's a white mixed with a red mixed with uh PR74. Do I have that one? I'm cross-referencing. I wrote out all the pigment numbers from my Liang here, so I have to look for things, and I'm doing this while I am working on it. So that's why I decided to turn on the camera, because if I'm interested in replicating things, maybe you guys are too. Okay, let me start over. Uh, 74. Pan number 74 is number 5. So it's 5 plus PR70. Pan number 42 plus the white pan number 1. Okay, so Morning Peach should be this pan here, pan number 5, plus the red one, pan number 42 down here, plus white. And when you're working with 3 mixes, you need to MacGyver it. So what I do is that first I make the mix, and then I go into the Beam Paint website, and then I look up Morning Peach and get their picture reference of how their mix look. Okay, it's more leaning yellow. So I'm gonna add in a little bit more yellow to my mix here. And more white. They call it a gouache in their set, and I think it's because you need a lot of white to make this. So my suggestion would be that this could be the Morning Peach. I'm just for fun gonna put a little bit of red in there because I want to see, I just want to play and see how does it look if I have a little bit more concentration of red just to warm it up a little bit. Yeah, maybe that helped. But it helps me a lot to have the pictures of the swatched out paint stones from Beam's website. Morning Peach. But this is going to give me a color swatch to refer to, so I don't need to look at Beam's Paint's website to see how did their mixes come out. So if I am following someone who's using the Beam palette and they're saying that, oh, I'm gonna use wet grizzly and beach rose, then I can look on this sheet here, and then later on off camera I'm gonna write in all these bingo numbers here down here, so I can find how the color should look like and what I took of pans from this palette alone. Okay, then we have a color called Pumpkin, and it's the yellow mixed with a red. So it's color number 5 plus color number 42. 5 plus 42. So if we take color number 5 and mix with color number 42, and then I'm gonna look at the reference, Pumpkin, and then I'm just gonna add either more yellow or more red until I feel that I hit the same color, showing, oh, this is beautiful. It's like this very warm orange. Pumpkin. And then there is this color called pumpkin spice, and it's the same mix, just added gold. So if I add gold to this mix we just made, I should get the pumpkin spice. Oh my god, it is so beautiful. It is always a good idea to add gold mica to your orange after swatching this. Yeah, pumpkin spice. S P E E C. SPECE spice. And pumpkin spice is 5 plus 42 plus 51. Okay, the next color is bread, and that's the red mixed with the ochre. So it's number 7 mixed with pan 42. So where is it here? Oh, mine is not. Oh, we have already taken that one up here. Yeah, we already made that one. 5, 7, 42. Way! I picked the same choices. That was so cool. Fall poplar yellow. Let's see. That's just a warm yellow, so it's pan number 5. And let me see the yellow that they are working with. Fall poplar yellow. Yeah, it is the same yellow. I'm looking at the temperature of the yellow. And then we have grasshopper, and that is PY3, and that's pan number 10 in Miliang. Yeah, it's very bright, super like a lemon yellow. Grasshopper. And then we have butter. Let's see. That is the yellow pan number 5 plus 1. So it's 5 plus 1. And then I think I need to see how bright are they making the butter. Let me find it. Yeah, it's very tedious to do this, but you only have to do all of this once. And I was just thinking I could take one from the team, and make the groundwork for you guys. 74, that's pan number 5 plus the white. And it's also one of their gouache colors. The white does make the yellow more soft, like making it a softer looking. So I understand why this is a likable pan. And that was butter. And then they have a color called cream, and that's just the white. So that's just number 1. I don't even know if I should swatch it. I'm gonna swatch it. I want the full beam palette swatched out. Color number 1. And then milkweed, that's a phthalo plus a yellow plus white. So our phthalo, I would say it's pan number 24 plus pan number 1 plus, and the yellow, I would pick pan number 5, I think. Yeah, that would be a beautiful mix. That's gonna really be a beautiful mix. So if you take this pan here mixed with this yellow and then a white, let me see how they are gonna milkweed. Let's see, where is it? I'm looking at it and on the website. Milkweed, there it is. And then white. I think mine is leaning a little bit too much the green, so I'm just gonna add in a little bit more yellow. It's like a lime. Strange name, milkweed, and then it's lime. Okay, and then they have a color called spring green, and that's just their phthalo plus a yellow. So we're gonna take pan number 24 plus pan number. Okay, that yellow could actually deviate. Is it a lemon yellow or a warmer yellow? Spring green? Oh, it's a warm yellow. Okay, so pan number 5 plus pan number 24. Yeah, here it is. Totally the same color. No doubt. It's smart that you have to mix up your own green because they have some greens in this set here, but none of them I feel is sort of the same. Like maybe pan number 11 in this set here could actually be this mix here that we are talking about. Yeah, it actually could. Okay, guys, spring green is simply just pan number 11. Yeah, a lot of these colors here are made from pans that are already in this set. So for instance, all the lilacs is the PV23, this dioxazine violet mixed with the white, and then just step outs of the violet. So yeah, and that was grasshopper. No, that was spring green. Just to you did the spring green mix. Isn't it true that it works? Isn't it just crazy? I mean, it just sparks joy to know that it's actually true that we can mix whatever color our hearts desire just from the, for instance, this inexpensive pan here. Where the heck did my brush go? I just lost my brush. Okay, here it is. Okay, the next color is boreal green. Boreal green. Oh, that's a very dark one. I think maybe we actually have that suggested pre-mixed in our pan. Let me just test out pan number 13. Yeah, you know what? Pan number 13 in our set is the boreal green. I think we should put in a little bit of pan number 26, which is the ultramarine. So just put a little smidgen of pan number 26, and then you will hit that darker green tone. So pan number 13 and 26. And then there is the pine green that is yellow and phthalo. Let's see, pine green. Yeah. Could you know what? I think the pine green is only pan number 13 in our set. Ah, it is more phthalo leaning. We should add in a little bit of pan number 24, our phthalo. Now I'm getting something completely different. Okay, we're gonna start over with this one. We're gonna mix this traditionally from the bottom. So we take a little bit of phthalo blue, pan number 24, and then we're gonna take our pan number 5, the yellow, and then we're gonna keep adding a little bit of the blue if needed, or a little bit more of the yellow if needed. And then we get this. Here it is. Maybe I actually would like a little bit more yellow. Yeah, it's more beautiful if you mix it yourself than the convenient mix from Mi Liang, I think. Pine. So I took pan number 24 with pan number 5. Then we have a color called Rainforest. Let me find it on the website. Rainforest. There it is. Oh, it's one of those exciting ones with mica in it. Okay, let's see. Rainforest. Okay, the mix we just made it for pine, it's just gonna add silver to that, and then you have your rainforest. So I hope you didn't swipe off that green mix from the palette. I'm just gonna try first to see if it works. Silver to this. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I need to remix it again in a bigger space. So we take the phthalo blue pan 24 and mix in pan number 5. Oh my god, my notes just dropped to the floor. And then we mix it in the silver. And then we get this. Wow, it's very beautiful. I even think that mine is a little bit too light. I could make it a little bit dark greenish. I keep forgetting that the silver adds brightness to our mixes. So whenever you mix something and you add in the silver, it's gonna brighten up just like as if you used a white. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Yeah, this is worth mixing. Rainforest. So 24 plus 5 plus 52. Take those 3 together. Oh my god, I need to save my my sketchbook just plummeted to the floor. Wow. Okay, there we go. Ah, this is taking such a long time. It's going to be like the longest stream ever. fiddlehead fiddlehead green. That's a fun name. Okay, let me see it on the screen. There's mica in this one too. Yoo-hoo! I really like the ones with mica. Oh, it's like a very sheer green with mica. I wonder if we can use the pan number 14 to make that one. I'm just going to do the mix. So pan number 14 plus pan number 52, the silver. I'm just going to swatch it down on the paper. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Yeah, I would keep that. I love it when we just can use a pre-mixed pan from our palette. 14 plus 52. I think I need to wash this because now I feel that we are moving towards blue tones, and I got so many red tones in this mixing area here. If you're doing all of them, I think there are some missing. Yeah, there probably is. I don't have the full palette, so I'm just going by what I can find of info on the website. But I know that they constantly are making new batches, and I saw this lady. She was swatching out a, a paint that she bought 5 months ago and then restocked on it, and then the pan that arrived had a totally different uh, color actually. So even their own batches are deviating because they are making new batches. So that's also why I was thinking that it doesn't matter if I don't hit it 100%, as long as I get like a pretty close and got an idea. Like this fiddlehead green, so beautiful to take that pan right there from our tray and mix in with the silver. I mean, that is just what an awesome idea. Uh, the- the- and when I'm done and I look at this sheet right here, knowing that all these colors came from this $33 set here, I think I will be really happy. Salish green. And the crazy thing is, as soon as I look at the colors swatched on their website, I get an idea of what to pick and how to navigate in this palette here. Isn't it crazy? Like this Salish green here, I would take pan number 19 plus 1. So it's so strange how 19 plus 1, it's not even difficult. Like, so let me just give you an example here. Like this is 19, and that is a little bit too dark because the bean paints are more like sheer in it, lighter. So if you add a little bit of white into that, then here's the Salish green. It's just I know it sounds super boring, and why would you do all of this? But because you're doing it, you're kind of training yourself to I don't know, to break these codes, like what to pick. Salish green. Like it just becomes so much easier going forward when I need to decode other paint. Lake Huron teal is probably pronounced horribly. Um, that one I would think looks totally like the Sleeping Beauty from Daniel Smith. So maybe it is actually just clean pan number 19. We manipulated a little bit with it before. Yeah, this is it. So that's simply just pan number 19. And robin eggs, I know that one. That's viridian plus white. And our viridian is number 17. So 17 plus 1. Let me see if I got it. Pan number 17, I think it will be right here. And then just add white to it. And just add as much white as you like until you hit the robin's egg blue that you like to look at. Like you can see, you need more white. Let's see. I'm looking at the screen. I need to pull it up. Robin X blue. I think they're got like a blue tone leaning. Okay, I'm just gonna try. They've got like, we're gonna try this phthalo blue plus white and see if I get that blue tone leaning robin egg that they got. Let me just continue here. No, they got like more teal. What if we bring in the teal from our own pan number 19? Yeah, that helped. To get that more blue leaning. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I wish that our white was like a titanium PW6 white, so it was like stronger, because then this would like really stand out as squash. Well, I know the code is like PG7 plus 1, but I think we actually need to pull in the pan number 19. So I would say 17, 19, and 1 for the robin's egg blue. 17, 19 plus 1. Hi, Carol. Lena, I think you forgot to write the Salish number on your other sheet. Salish. Oh, did I? No, I said pan number 19 plus 1. And this is the robin's egg. Okay, now comes Topaz Lake. What is that? Topaz Lake. Okay, I'm looking at the website. It's like a teal. Ah, what a beautiful color. Let's look at pan number 20 and then add white to that. We take this pan number 20 and then we add pan number 1. Yeah, here it is. So pan number 20 and pan number 1 will give you Topaz Lake. Then we got Sky Blue. Let me find it first. The Sky Blue is, I would say, pan number 23-ish. Or is it 25? Okay, it's pan number 25, I think is super close to the sky blue. Yeah. Pan number 25 is sky blue. Oh, it's so beautiful. That's a nice cerulean. And they call it sky blue, sky color, and 25. Okay, what brand paint are you? Oh, hi, Carol. Yeah, let me explain. Mm, yeah, this is a long one. You know, beam paints from Canada? They got like really likable pans and they call them paint stones. And my want monster has been eyeballing them for a long time. But they ask $560 for the full palette containing 52 colors. And I'm thinking that that's a little bit out of my price range. So I took a $33 palette from Mi Liang, and then I'm testing out the statement about you only need a few colors and then you can mix everything in the world. How often haven't we heard that, right? So I'm thinking I'm going to take that statement to the ringer and see, is it possible for me with this $33 set to mix something similar to the $560 beam paint set that my heart is craving? Because if I succeed to make a swatch card that's similar to the beam paint swatch card, I think I can shut up my want monster. Wouldn't you say so? And I really need to do this for myself because I have never tried this task before, being handed 52 colors and then have to figure out what would I pick from this to get that color. And one of the other reasons why I'm also doing this is because I want to get better at mixing by eyeballing. Because when I'm mixing in general, I look at pigment numbers and that's my guidance to which pan to pick. But I want to be better at eyeball mixing. You know, like walk in nature, see a color, and then know exactly which pan should I mix to get that color just by looking at it and not by knowing the pigments lying behind. So I feel that I'm doing this to train my eye and my mind. And I started with this starting point, a Yang pan set, because I thought maybe all of us have this in our stash. You know, it's been out more than a year, so it's like a very well-known palette. Let's see. Yeah, you're dreaming of those too, Carol? They look so yummy, but $560? Do you imagine how much tube paint you could get for the same amount? So that's really holding me back. Yeah, it really is. So, okay, ice color. So what I'm doing is that I'm it's just like bingo. I call up the color on the website. Now we are at ice color, and then I look at it with my eyes, and then I can see it's a light lavender, and it's lighter than the lavender we got in our Liang pan. So I'm numbering these called now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down to 52. So we don't need to know any names of the palette, like some colors maybe called something crazy, you know. So I'm just so when I'm calling out, if we have to mix ice color from bean paint, I would take pan number 22 and mix it with pan number 1. So I am testing it, auditioning it on my mixing tray before I paint it down on my swatch card. And if I am content, then I lock it in my notes. Yeah, I can lock this one in. So 22 and 1 is the gouache sky color. It's very sheer. You could get away with just take pan number 22 alone, but then you would have like the option between a darker and then a brighter the more white you add to it. So I think I would like that better. So 22 plus 1, and it was ice color. The next one is called Great Ocean. There's just something about the composition of the beam paint palette that really is likable. Like every palette got its own fingerprint. Um, and I just like all the bright colors that the beam palette have. So imagine being able to have those components in a palette. Okay, the green ocean I think is it their ultramarine? Great ocean? Guys, I think it's their ultramarine. I would say that it's pan number 26. Yeah, it's definitely Beam's ultramarine. Great ocean. So pan number 26. And the next color on the palette is called Glacier Rivers. Ooh, it's one of those with micas. Hi, Carol. Welcome to my stream. Two Carols. Ooh, we're gonna love this one. Glacial River got silver mica. And let me figure out, is that a cobalt that's been lighting up? What about this? Um, okay, I need to play a little bit with that color. We got a cobalt. What happens if we just add mica directly to that? Because the silver is going to lighten up. Oh, yes, it is. It's cobalt added silver. So in our pan, it would be pan number 25 plus 52. 25 plus 52. And then you will get the color. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Okay, whatever palette you have by hand, just try and mix a cobalt color with a silver. Ah, that's likable. Glacial, Glacial rivers. Yeah, that is just so pretty. I'm thinking mine might dry out a little bit lighter because we know that's what watercolor do, right? So I'm thinking maybe I should add in just a little bit of cobalt in the beginning of my mix here so I can see how will it, is there a big color shift when it dries up? That was beautiful. Lake Superior is the next color. Yeah, I'm gonna need more white. um, but I know this sounds stupid, but the more you do this, the more you kind of train your eye to also look at temperature. Like now we are dealing with the blues. So now I can see that this is a more warm reddish leaning blue. So that's what I'm looking for in my palette. Hmm. I still think that it could be the Lake Superior. What do they say? Mica. You know what? I think it's the ultramarine added silver. So if we try pan number 26 plus pan number 52, So take pan number 26 and ultramarine, and then add in some silver from pan number 52. Yeah. Here it is. You know what's cheating you is that the colors are getting a lighter hue being mixed with silver, just as if you mixed it with white. Oh my God, that's equally just delicious to look at. That is really a beautiful mix. Lake Superior. Yeah. What helps me determine these pans is that I first look at the image on Beam Paint's website, and then I try to figure out, is it a cool or a warm color. So first I look at the image, then I determine the temperature, and then I take a pick from the palette. So that's kind of how I work. Almost night. Yeah, we got a phthalo here. Um, it's their phthalo blue, and then we have different kind of phthalos. I would say pan number 24. So pan directly 24 from the Miliang. Yeah, here it is. It's this one. Almost night. Next pan is, where are we? Wintry night. Could we guess? I think now they have put silver in their cobalt, in their ultramarine. I'm gonna guess that almost night is wintry night is silver just added to the phthalo. So I'm just gonna take the phthalo blue, and then I'm gonna test by adding silver mica to that. Yeah, it is. It is. That is likewise really beautiful. Yeah, going forward, I will not forget to add silver to any blue tones in the palette. It's gonna look so beautiful. Wintry night. Um, you like the idea, Carol? You know what? I started it out, right? And then I just started it out myself. And then I came this far, and then I was thinking, you know what? I should turn on the camera, because if I like to save money like this and get more fun out of a palette like this, maybe other people wouldn't think that it's so crazy to sit and stream. The next color is Prussian blue, and the Prussian blue in we got several Prussian blues in our Miliang set. I want to try pan number 27. That looks really interesting. Yeah, I think it's that. But let me just test it and test pan number 28. Oh, that's more dark. Okay. Pan number 27. And just like Beam Paints, it's a very light Prussian blue. I mean, it's not so dark, and yeah, it's just on the phthalo side. So we're lucky that we might use the exact same pigments for that one. And then the violet, I think that's a dioxazine. No, it's not. Okay, the violet is different. I think it's a mix of a phthalo and a dioxazine. So if we take the phthalo, which is pan number 24, and mix in pan number 23. It's got to be this one here. A little bit more violet. It's definitely violet leaning. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. It's this one. Wow, that's a very, very beautiful blue. It's like you're softening up the qualities of the phthalo with the dioxazine violet. So it becomes a very, almost like a clean, clean warmish blue, even though you used a cool phthalo. Like it's hard to describe this one, but I can see why you would use that. Oh my god, I am out of my notes over here. Wintry Night, pan number 24. And Prussian Blue was pan number 27. And the violet was pan number 24 plus pan number 39. So this mix here, violet is pan number 24 plus pan number 39. And it's funny that they call it violet, the violet, maybe for the flower, I don't know, because it's not looking violet, it's not lavender-ish. Yes, Amber, I forgot to write the number. Okay, the next color on the beam palette is called grape. That's a purple for sure. Let us see if we on our beam paints got a grape. I would say if we take a look at pan number 38, that's pretty close to the grape. Let's swatch it. Yeah, pan number 38 is the grape. It's a little bit strong, so you either have to water it down. It's like a beam paint's got a little weaker pigment, but it's definitely this color here. So pan number 38. And the next one is Blueberry Mountain. Let's see. Yeah, dioxazine. It looks like a PV23 to me. The question is just how, okay, how strong? Because Milian got a very strong dioxazine. So I think we need to look at some of the other mixes here. Oh, then you get the grape. What if? Okay, I'm in doubt here. I think we may need to mix two of the Miliangs together. I'm gonna take the grape, and then I'm gonna mix a little bit of the dioxazine purple into that. So I think there, blueberry is. I'm just gonna put it down just to see. Is a mix of dioxazine, PV23 plus the grape color. Yeah, so it's a mix of pan number 39 and 38. You know what else you discover when you're doing stuff like this that I'm doing here? You discover that sometimes they take one pan here, mix with one pan over here, and then you have a completely new color that gets a pan. So, so you could kind of limit down a set like this to a lot fewer colors because a lot of them are just mixed with each other. Okay, the next on my list is amethyst, and I bet that it's the clean dioxazine purple. Let's see. They got mica in it, golden, and silver. Okay, we're gonna take pan number 39 plus 52. Okay, we're gonna do a test here. I want to see what kind of nice mix do we get if we take pan number 39, and what if we take pan number 38? But definitely this mix here is beautiful. Yeah, it's this one here. There's no doubt. Yeah, it's this one. It's really looking exactly the same as on my screen from Beam Paint. So this was pan number 39 plus 52. Yeah, I already wrote it down. Then we have lilac. It's a gouache, so we might need some white, right? I'm thinking here. Could it be? It's so easy to say just dioxazine with white, but we also have these lavender colors here. So I wonder if we can pick directly one of these. Mix these two together? No. Let me just play a little bit with the pre-mixed purples that we have in our set here. If I take this one and then add maybe this one. Okay, I got it. Look, you're gonna take pan number 38 and then tint it with pan number 35. So 38 plus 35, and then you will get this lilac. And then we're so lucky that we can strengthen it up. You know, you can choose how lilac-y would you like this to be. So that was the lilac. Oh, this was amethyst. Okay, I'm gonna take a new sheet of paper because I'm running out of paper on this pad here. This one here. See if I can rip it off without disturbing the lilac swatch. Oh, okay, I'm gonna wait just a second. This is too runny. But so far, let me try and take up to the camera some of these beautiful mixes that we have made today. Like, can you see especially these? Oh, the Lake Superior, how beautiful it is. I really, really like it a lot. Like all the mixes up here. Yeah, the shimmer is so nice. Okay, please dry. Especially on the lavender tones. The shimmer mixed with the violet is just really nice. And also the cobalt color mixed with shimmer. And to me, I don't know about you guys, but to me, this looks exactly when I've watched other people swatch out beam paints on YouTube. But disclaimer is always the monitor, you never know how the monitor is um, rendering the different kind of colors. Okay, gray ultra I think is the next color. Let's see. Gray ultra is a gouache. Um, I'm looking at it. It is definitely with white in it. Let me see if I can find on my list if I have it listed down. Um, oh, I made a note of this. It's a very long note. It's ultramarine plus Hansa yellow plus red plus white. Okay, that makes sense to get the gray. Normally, gray is burnt sienna and ultramarine, and then you get a gray. But they are mixing in the burnt sienna by using the yellow and the red. So we're gonna do the same, but let me first see if I can simplify the mix by taking a burnt sienna and then an ultramarine, because we need to have in mind that the burnt sienna from bean paint is super weak. I had an opportunity to test it out, the red clay here from this gift that Amber gifted me. So I know that their burnt sienna is super weak. So maybe that's why Beam Paint had to do an extra jump to get this color in the mix. But we are having a stronger burnt sienna in our Miliang palette. So I kind of predict that we can do a mix. That's not going to be a triad, but just two. So if I take, which one would I prefer? This is a more like, yeah, maybe I should just, okay. So burnt sienna, ultramarine, and PV6. And then more ultramarine to make it bluish. Yeah, we got it. It's right here. It's a bluish gray. I'm a little bit disappointed that we need the white, but that makes it lighter. So what we're going to take is number 26. Plus 1 plus 44. And I think they add in the white to make a difference. Like that's what their signature color becomes, because they added in the white. So you're not likely gonna find this exact color in other palettes that you may have in your stash. So it's kind of smart, when you are making your own paint, that you make a traditional mix and then you twerk it with a silver, a gold, or a white to make it stand out. And then people think that, oh, it's a unique color, you can only get it at this place here. So they also call it a cloud color. Okay, Timberwolf. Let's see. I'm looking up the color in the screen. Oh, it's beautiful. Let me look at it. I think it's ultramarine plus a little bit of ochre. So if we take pan number 26 mixed up with pan number 7, just a little bit. You just want it to be a little bit pushed back. Oh, look at this. Look at this color here. I am so gonna try this combination with other paints that got a ferocious granular ultramarine. That looks super interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see how it dries up, if the ochre is surfacing, giving it a duller pushback look, or if it remained this clear. Um, Super excited. I'm super excited over that color. So ultramarine number 26 plus an ochre that is number 7 gives the color Timber Wolf. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Timber Wolf. That was a fun mix. Then we have a color called, yeah, it's a bit like Payne's, a bluish Payne's gray, and then I bet that you can make it more gray, Payne's gray, grayish with more ochre, so you can kind of temperature your Payne's gray while you're working. Slate, that's a writing stone color. It looks like a weak neutral tint. So you know what? I actually think that it's this mix we just made out of Timberwool, just adding white. So let me just try and add white to that. Yeah, but you need to add a lot of white. The proportion of white is big, but then you get it. And it's nice. It's nice. Oh my God, look at the Timberwolf drying up. I think it must be the ochre that got the that that likable changed or shift in it that I like. So Timberwolf is the foundation plus white. So it's 26 plus 7 plus 1. 26 plus 7 plus 1. That will give us our slate. Can you see what I mean? Like how you learn something while doing this madness here, even though it really sounds like a waste of time. Okay, graphite, we should be able to hit that. That's like a light. I think graphite. I want to see the black in the beam paint. How does that look? Mars black. Oh shoot, they got the PBK 11 black. Okay, we don't have that in our palette. So in our Miliang tin, I would say that color number 49 is our foundation for making the graphite. And it's not that black, is it? That's discouraging. Okay, I want to see what happens when I mix the two blacks in the Miliang. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to call it a mix. Number 49 and pan number 50 mixed together is the closest we will get on a graphite in our palette. Graphite. And now comes the one that I fear the most. It's the Mars black. No, first we have a gray ochre. Um, Shoot. The gray ochre is also gonna be difficult for us to mix because It's exactly there, PBK 11, right? Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I would say, let's just say pan number 49 clean, like just number 49. And it's not going to be close, but that's the best we can do with this Mi Liang set here. And I'm just going to call it the gray ochre. Oh, this note here is just bothering me. Gray ochre. And then I'm gonna write ish behind it, ish, because it's not close to what they have. And mass black, we don't have any granular black in our Mi Liang set. So I'm simply just gonna swatch out the black pan from Mi Liang. And then that's number 50. And it's not Mars black, but that's as close as we can get. Mars black. Mars black is a super granular PBK 11 paint. So you cannot cheat your way to it. We could try and put in a little bit of ultramarine to see if that would. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, I got an idea. You know what's granular in this set here? That's pan number 48. Guys, when you're going to do your mask black, use pan number 50 plus pan number 48. Because then you will have at least some sort of granulation going on. And I think that calls for a test. A claim like that calls for a test. I'm just going to wet this area here. And then we're going to MacGyver our mask black by taking a granular umber and mix in the black from the Mi Liang. And then the umber granulation is going to help us to get a faux mask black. I'm just gonna let it be, not touch it. Then we have a very interesting color, and it's called Orca from Beam Paint. Looks like there's mica in it, yay! And it's got a black PBK and also the mica. Is it so easy that I can just take the black and then add silver to that? I'm just asking myself. So I'm trying to take pan number 50 plus pan number 52. I'm just going to swatch it. Oh my god, it is that easy. Okay, ochre is a lot of silver added to a black color. But you need like a bunch of the silver. Like, I would say like 60% silver, 30% of the pan number 50, the black. That was not so bad. Pan 50 plus 52. We're gonna see how that dries up to see if it comes closer to the orca. And then we have limestone. I think that's the last one that we can mix out of our set. Limestone. Isn't that just white? Let me see. I think it's just white. Actually, I think it's the white gouache that they have been using in their mixes. So I think the last colors listed on the Beam Paint website is what they are using to mix into their palette. So they got different kind of micas and the white gouache. Limestone is a white gouache, and then we have in our Miliang the silver and the gold. You also have the gold in the beam paint set, but their gold is more like bronze leaning, looking like the bronze you can get from Schminke, um, where the gold in the Miliang is just gold gold. So I'm just gonna write the silver gold here. And that's it, guys. That's it. That's actually how to. I'm just gonna write here that it's a white wash. Okay, it wasn't that bad. It took a long time, but I actually think that I learned a lot, and I am sort of convinced that you can actually take an inexpensive palette from Miliang and then mix your crazy way through the color chart of such lovely things as, for instance, the beam paintstones. So I am so happy that I did this. This is how the color charts look like. What's worth to say mention is that there are like 11 colors that involves a phthalo blue color. So that's why you get these cool clear mixes. And mm, there are a lot of mixes that are involving the PR22, which is a magenta. It's a cool leaning red. It's the wild cherry. And I think the reason why this palette works is because when you have a majority of cool colors, you can very hardly get mud. You get mud when you mix warm colors with cool colors. But I would say that this is an SMY, a, cobalt yellow magenta palette, the Schmick palette. It's not like the regular primaries where you have like Hansa yellow, primary red, ultramarine as your most pronounced colors in your mixes. Here we got the cool triad. We got the cobalt, the cyan, the magenta, and the lemon yellow in most of this stuff here. So I would say it's a cool palette. So yeah, but I really like it. And you know what? I think it's so smart when you're making paint that you decide from the get go, hey, we're going to make a cool leaning palette so people don't get mud. And then we're going to just add mica on our different colors and see what we get. That is so clever because this is why I crave it. This is why my want monster crave it. It's because of all the mica colors. Look at that fiddlehead green. I mean, it is so beautiful. And look at that orca, the way it's drying up. It's starting to dry up with that silver haze. And it's going to be even more silvery the more it dries. That is just beautiful. And I also like the ochre in this blue here. So I think there is a lot of clever color combinations. I'm so glad that I did this drill, even though it was very tedious and took a long time. Let's see. Could you add a pearlex in the paint to mix? Um, I've never worked with a pearlex before. I don't know what it is, but if it is a water soluble mica, or is it just a powdery mica? I think if you add mica powder in a tube paint, you will success have success because you will just steal a little bit of the binder from the tube paint to help binding in the powder. But Lena, if we all mix our colors, then we won't have a reason to buy more watercolors. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And yeah, I have to admit that the price point, they're asking $560 for the full beam paint palette. I think that's a little bit too pricey for my budget. So that's actually why I am so happy that I now think I can at least mix something that's close to the beam palette. It's not gonna be the beam palette, but it's it's there in a good way. But guys, I'm so sorry that YouTube kind of kicked me out from my first stream, so I had to do a part one and a part two. So that was just a bummer. But thank you for being here. I am so happy that you're here, and I wish you a nice week. And I think I'm gonna turn off the camera now because there I look what the time is. Oh my God, it's 4:30 in the morning here in Denmark. Oh my God. Okay, I have to go to bed now. Oh my God, if I wait just 2 hours more, I can go out and wake up the birds. So, yeah, I was just smitten by this quest here. So, time flew. I wish you a very nice day. I better go now. Bye bye.